There's a lot of things that I thank Allah for. I'm very grateful for my life. I'm very grateful for my position right now, where I'm at in my life. Because a lot of people out there actually are suffering. They're in their worst conditions no human being should be in, right? So I'm very grateful, and I thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for my family and the health and everything else. But there are two things which I also thank Allah for, and that is being born within a Muslim family. I'm very grateful for that, because Islam is the truth, regardless of what everybody thinks. If you are wise enough, you should actually listen. If you're not Muslim and you're watching this and you're listening, just please take a moment to learn about Islam. And another thing that I thank Allah for is being Yemeni. I was born in New York, raised in the Bronx. My parents are from Yemen, and I am Yemeni. Without skipping a beat, that's where I'm from. That's what I say I am, Yemeni. The rich history, the cultural aspect, the religious aspect, like there is no other people like Yemenis. And I know you probably hear that a lot from different type of ethnicities and cultures around the world, different people, but Yemenis are different, bro. They're just built different. They're the most gracious people, the most politeful, well-mannered people you can ever meet. And the thing is, I'm nothing like that. I hate that about myself, but I am nothing like that. I'm very envious of people who are in fact like that. And the reason why is because I have issues when it comes to socializing with people and, getting close to people. And people assume that I'm prideful, that I'm egotistical. But the fact here is, I just feel like I have these insecurities that people might not like me because I can't talk, I can't socialize, I don't speak. I'm not like other Yemenis. People who are from Yemen, they know this. Like if you're from Yemen, you know this. Like you have to be active. You have to know how to speak to people. You have to be involved in, social aspects or, pop culture, in other words, right? I'm nothing like that. I'm antisocial, but not on purpose. And that would kind of seems contradictory, because antisocial by meaning is a person who deliberately doesn't socialize because he's against it. It's not that. It's that I don't socialize because I think people are going to think I'm dumb, which I am, But I love Yemen. And again, like without a skip and a beat, I will say I am from Yemen. I'm so proud of being from Yemen, and that my parents are from Yemen and my family are. And, they are going through the worst famine in history. And I pray every day for them. I pray and I wish that I can do more. And whenever I could, I try, like donating whatever I can. So pray for Yemen, donate to the Yemen people. Of course, Palestine as well. We pray and we stand beside Palestine and the Palestinian people. We have always, as Yemenis, have always stand. We see them as our own because they are our own, like they're a part of us. So that being said, I appreciate you guys for taking this moment to watch this little tiny clip. We're gonna move on. Dave Chappelle is one of the funniest comedians that have ever lived. And I said that before, I say it again, I will continue to say that until somebody much funnier comes along. But recent specials, this post-steroids of Dave Chappelle, it kind of feels lectury, like not even like yesterday I was watching a special on Netflix, not even halfway through the video, this guy is giving me a speech that is definitely insightful. It's very insightful, very deep. I enjoy some of them, but I'm here to laugh, bro. I'm here to hear jokes, like I'm not here to watch, like, I don't know if I should like get a notebook and write shit down. Like it's a throw off, I feel like before, before pre-steroids, Dave Chappelle, like, his specials, this guy is, he's still funny. Like I'm saying his specials are entirely different than the most recent ones. Like he just made jokes in his past, like past stand-up, pre-steroids, So, in these specials, he's there, like, he's definitely funny, making great jokes, But I don't know where he'll give you like a 4 minute or 5 minute, sometimes even a 20 minute speech about something, which, I don't know. Well, I'm listening for sure. It's definitely attractive, and there's a gravity to what he's saying. I just can't, again, if you haven't heard what I said in the beginning of the video, I'm slow. I'm very dumb. But anyway, I just feel like Dave Chappelle. You know what? Actually, when I think about it, it is definitely a testament to his greatness as a comedian, because even when he does these speeches and people start to get bored, like he will make you laugh out of nowhere. Out of nowhere, there's a punchline. I guess that's why he does it, maybe to make the punchline even more effective when he does start making jokes. Like yeah, I think that's the strategy. I don't know why I didn't think that before. He's a great, great comedian, and I really like Dave Chappelle. But maybe cut down a little bit with the jokes. I mean, with the speeches, the lectures. Because, guy, like my ninja, I'm here to listen to jokes. I'm not here to listen to a whole lecture. If I wanted to listen to a lecture, I put some TED Talk on, and watch that. All right? I'm just saying, do what you do. That's you. Do what you got to do. I don't know. Whatever. Speaking about comedians that are giving entire speeches in the middle of their stand up, Akaash finally responds. Now, this might seem a little bit redundant considering the amount of people out there already talking about this. It kind of seems pointless from my point of view, but I am a YouTuber and I have spoke about Akash and the situation with his wife. And this is extremely interesting because he gives an entire speech, like, I don't know, 30-minute speech or something like that. Well, it feels 30 minutes, but it's actually a few minutes. It's not really that long. I'm exaggerating, obviously. Anyway, point being is, he gives a speech about how his wife stood by him, and the reason why he can't leave her, which is some type of coping, obviously, because he's trapped. He don't know what to do. He can't leave her. She's gonna take half, probably more than half of his shit, unjustifiably. So it's sad. I said this before. You have to feel sad for the guy. I mean, he's truly trapped. He was a virgin when he met her. She was a predator, obviously, pounced on him, taking the opportunity to drag him and lock him up and whoop him. She got him whooped, and that's the truth. But we gotta react to this anyway. We gotta react to what he says about this whole thing, and it's sad, bro. I seen a few of I seen the whole thing. I'm not even gonna lie. I seen the whole thing. I want to react with it now again with you guys. So let's watch it, okay? Yeah, I don't think he's there to fuel upon your life of gold digger or all these other things. Factual, factual. That those stuff is her. It's a shitty thing. So I'm gonna tell one story that I have never even told her. Honestly, she has no idea this story. My wife and I met in 2014. I was not making much money. I was getting $25 a night doing stand up. I was on MTV shows that paid dog shit money. Yeah, she was a gold digger. I didn't even have 10 to get to this, to be honest. But then in 2018, I went flat fucking broke. 34 years old, I probably paid $4,000 an entire year. And we couldn't even afford the living room we lived in New York City. We had to move out of that apartment and move to New Jersey. So and what's even sadder than moving to New Jersey is I had to save up money. I don't know if you could tell, but I'm worried about my breathing. I'm fat as shit. You guys can obviously tell that. But I'm saying, like, my breath. I don't want to annoy you guys with my heavy ass Darth Vader breathing. So please, I'm sorry, guys. Let's get back into it. To move to New Jersey. So we had to stay on our friend's couch for almost a month. We were basically homeless for a month. So I could save money to move to New Jersey. And I remember the night before we went to the couch, we had to stay in my apartment. Where in New Jersey? Because New Jersey is still expensive as hell. It's not that far away from New York. They're pretty expensive. Like, where in New Jersey you decide? Like, all the way the south of New Jersey, like where it's kind of cheaper than near, the like Elizabeth and I know a couple of places, bro. Hold on, okay. So Linden, Roselle, That's all I know because that's where I lived. Anyway, point being is, New Jersey is freaking expensive. What are you talking about? Like, we're supposed to have been out by like 12 p.m. We moved everything out. We didn't have a place to stay, so we had to stay there that night. It was just me and her sleeping on a hardwood floor. I feel sorry for the audience that they have to listen to this because right now, this is his way of getting shit out there. And there's so much shit on him. People are shitting on him from all sides. And obviously, again, he himself, he's trying to cope with it. Like, I can't leave this girl because I love her. Even though she doesn't feel the same way. Obviously, she does not feel the same way about this guy. I mean, she's she saw a man with potential. She saw a man with connections, and she took a chance, and she won, and she's winning, and she's being brutal to this man and his pockets. 4 years old. She's 25 years old. I'm looking at this girl like, man, you could go be with an Indian who's adopted, like a real Indian. That was funny. I'm 34. I'm fucking broke. This dream might not ever happen, but I'm too fucking moronic to quit. And I had nothing to give her. It's just a light jacket. It's like October. We have nothing. So I handed her the jacket, and then she said, "What's this for?" I said, "You can use it as a pillow." And then she goes, "Well, what are you going to use?" And I said, "I'll figure it out." She handed me back the jacket. She goes, "You take this." And then she laid with her head on my chest and her arm around me the entire night. And I remember thinking in that moment, this is why I haven't shared it with her, I remember thinking, I don't know if I'm going to be able to marry this girl because I'm so broke and I'm in such a bad place and it's a dark fucking time in my life. But I know I will never find a girl that loves me this much ever again. And I will never find a girl who rides for me this hard ever again. Woo, bro, it is hard to believe that. It is so difficult to believe that. The amount of shit she said about her, being basically, he's spending all this money on her, right? And she's a housewife that doesn't cook and doesn't clean, and all she wants is her husband to spend his money on her, or that she said, "Oh, your money is my money, and my money is my money." Like the amount of shit she said doesn't make sense otherwise, and the fact that she doesn't even dare to kiss you in front of an audience or whatever, like in moments when he gave her the ring. He gave her this expensive ass wedding ring, and she literally dodged the kiss. It's like no way. I don't know. Maybe that's her like insecurity. Like I don't know. Maybe that's the case for that. I don't know. But still, like the amount of shit. It's quite obvious that she's a sluttercon. That she was definitely not a virgin when she was with you. And she clearly is cheating on you. I mean, I think that point is okay to assume that she's probably cheating on you, considering the fact that she said the best time in her life is when you're not home. That's why you have a happy marriage. Like who says that? Shit is sickening. Men say that. Women not supposed to say that. But still, like I feel for the dude because he didn't sign a prenup. She didn't sign a prenup. So it's sad. It's really sad. And he was a virgin. Again, I got to mention that a few times. Guys, leave a comment down below. What do you think? You believe? He's definitely coping with this. He's definitely trying to just with all desperation hold on a memory or something that he can justify staying with her, and everything that she said so far is all entirely bullshit, and he shouldn't believe it, right? He shouldn't believe that the fact that she's having memories and just basically nostalgia about a bunch of frat dudes just ramming her, or that she woke up with a random guy and felt her anus throbbing because he probably again hammered, banged the whatever. I'm trying to be polite and not rude about shit. I'm not. Point being is, well, he's definitely struggling to cope with this. It's obvious. The fact that he took 3 or 4 minutes to give this entire speech to his audience who are there to watch him make jokes And the jokes that he makes anyway are dumb as hell, not even funny. You know, it's they're paying already to suffer, and they're gonna give them. Well, maybe that's the thing. That's their, like, what do you call that? Their fetish. That's their kink, is to be tortured by Akaash worthless, unfunny jokes. I think people, because people are weird. People got all kind of fetishes. I think one guy, I heard a guy likes, eating between a person's toes, like cream and stuff. That's weird and disgusting. Is it? Is it disgusting? I don't know. Maybe I need to go to a psychiatrist about that. Am I okay? Because that's definitely not me. You thought I was talking about myself for a second, right? Anyway, leave a comment down below. Love you guys. Peace.